We got a legend up in here. We got an icon.
Facts only.
Come on, new styles. He introduced a whole new style to the rap game.
Even though what we do is wrong.
Come on, I'm gonna rob me a person. Come on, man.
I
Philadelphia.
brought a new style to the nation. No congratulations. I ain't bragging neither or am I exaggerating. This is facts I'm saying. We were running rap black when Shaq was playing. Niggas fell off, we still on the map. We realer than that. These youngins, they could run the game, but it's so sad they chasing instant gratification. That don't add up to Nathan. We here for more than rap. Y'all can even see it in the track land. They tried to stop me, get in my way. I'm still in the May. Back about that action graphic, take a track, harass it, upload it to them streaming sites and get the cabbage. And you know I keep the Nina tight for graphic action. He try to run, I click that beam on, he might be an athlete. Catch me swerving before I serve him, gotta check my rap sheet. If he ratting, bet that double action, do him nasty, even if he used to be a friend of mine. Serve him like it's dinner time. Got the criminal mind of Maya Lansky. If it's rapper nose candy, keep the product candy. Cross me, take the chick that you romance and do a product fancy. Lot of dancing. And from monthly flyer out the country, send it back to you, but you don't want it. Now I need some answers. Oh, they throw a beat on, it's really free. Early in the morning, I'm with Sway. You know how I do. I got Jake on the left of me, and the rest of my crew was in the back of y'all. Y'all know I keep the ratchet close. Y'all know my name is Free. I'm the host with the most. I'm the artist with the most. I'm the rapper with the most flaws and the best beard. Y'all know all these other rappers weird. When I step up in the building, I see Heather B. You know, all Glocks down, and she hold it down with Free. And you know I got the Philly jersey on, and Jay got the Marlins, and we like the Marlins like Wayne and brothers. You know I never sneak undercover. I flow off the top. When I come on the block, I see Sirius XM guest Wi-Fi in the spot. Yes, I am the best. I'm drinking Blizzard spring water, and I know your daughter love the brother with the beard. I'm in the building, and you know how we do when we step up in here. I spit bars before I even say a word. I see Sway Universe on the poster and back of Sway. Y'all know I say everything that the rappers say, but I say it better with a sicker flow. Y'all know Philly Free, get the dough. We watching MTV. Who is that on the screen? I don't know. I see my man got the camera right in front of me. I see Lawless and Chuck and Kev, and I see Melissa in the back. Yeah, I keep the strap. Y'all know y'all can't mess with Free because I don't know how to act when I see a microphone and I hear a beat. I'll hang you from your feet and on your shirt. All right, I can't be beat. Yes.
Freeway in the building, baby. That's how we start an interview.
In the beginning.
I told you.
And my headphones was down low. I couldn't even hear myself.
Oh shit! Damn, you should have said something.
I ain't know, man.
You was still fire the whole time.
The whole time.
Wow. Damn. Give it up for Freeway. The legend is here. Come on, man. And he brought another legend with him. Have to be.
Man.
This guy, man. He's Seattle. I don't know what's in the water in Seattle. I'm not sure. What's in those cumulus clouds?
Lots of rain.
It's beautiful in Seattle. Every time I go to Seattle, I'm like, I'm going to get a house out here. It's beautiful in Seattle.
It is nice out there, right? I used to go to Seattle all the time, but I like talking about this man. He's done everything from produce people from Keek to Sneak to MF Doom. He's done it all, this guy.
Yes, sir.
Trust me, working with G Unit all the way down. He's done a lot, but one of the things he did for King Tech and me is he provided music for an artist that we were working with a long time ago by the name of Sly Boogie. And we didn't know what we stumbled on when this man sent us beats. We had beats from him, and we start utilizing him early. This is might be 2000, 2001, somewhere around that time. And I always said to Tech, man, this dude is ill. He's sick. And Tech was recognized it about you, and we did some business together. Now, did I give you your first check?
You were definitely in the first 3-4 checks I ever got out of raps.
Wow.
I'm eternally grateful.
Wow.
Can't be mad at that.
And here we are 20-something years later. That's crazy.
Jake One is in the building, y'all.
Oh,
Come
yeah.
on.
What up?
Sway, I got to say, you got some of the best introductions in the world, bro. The way you introduce people, man, alhamdulillah, man.
Thank you, brother.
You really do a good job at your craft, brother.
I appreciate that, Free. It's sincere. It's all genuine.
Most
I decided
definitely.
not to be fake a long time ago.
Yeah.
So, and I wanted people to I didn't feel that we were getting our proper acknowledgement as artists who came through hip hop, that hip hop lens, and no one was going to be able to identify it properly. Anytime you see us on the TV screen, they always kind of miscalculate who you are. They'll call you something you're not,
Yeah,
Or they
exactly.
make it small.
or they're small. They'll minimize
They
who it is.
minimize it.
Freeway, rapper from
Rapper.
Philly, rapper.
Rapper.
Yeah,
But
they had to get that together. Like,
Yeah.
you know, they don't call me that no more. They put a lot of other things behind that.
They have to, though,
Pause.
right? But they got.
Yeah, most definitely, I earned it.
We in the pause. Yo, listen, this is we're in the pause mecca over here. So there'll be a lot of pauses, man. Yo, Freeway, we've been.
I come from the gang that originated pause. So you know,
You still gotta say it.
I'm on point.
Yeah,
Especially now, 2024, most definitely.
I feel like Cam and Mace reinvigorated it,
Yeah,
right?
for sure. Shout out to Cam and Mace. They doing their thing right
Yep.
I
now.
love this
Yep.
platform,
Early.
man. It got to be great being a part of the same team to see how people, kind of branch off and not just stay the same thing.
Exactly. I mean, that's what it's about. Life and period. It's about elevation and growth.
Mm-hmm.
If you stagnant, you stay in the same place you was a couple years ago, then you're not making no growth.
Yeah.
You could get caught up in the loop in the music business and entertainment too.
Most definitely.
It's almost like living in an NFT world, a virtual reality, right? And if you don't watch out, you get stuck in a time warp. And then when it's time to come out, you ain't got nothing else to do. So you fall off. Was there a point I knew, like in the 90s, that King Tech and I started off as a rapper and DJ, but I knew at that point that we can't be just this. So we got into radio. Then I knew we can't just be that. So we got into touring and merch and all this stuff. And I knew we couldn't just be that. So we went to MTV. And I knew we couldn't just be that. So now we do Sway in the morning. When did you know you couldn't just be Freeway to MC?
Early in the game. Like, I came up under Jay and Dame and Big, so they always, they're the kings of, using rap as a launch pad to start, Rockaware, State Property, all the liquor brands and everything else that they did, all the, the accolades that Jay has achieved since we, first came in contact with each other. And I learned from that. I got my own beard cream business, www.bestbeardcream.com. You can go get your best beard cream.
Right, okay.
I got several other businesses. And besides that, things happen naturally. When I was faced with calamities, we took them calamities and we turned lemons into lemonade. I was diagnosed with end-stage renal failure September 15th, 2015, was on dialysis from then all the way to February 5th, 2019, when I received my gift of life, my new kidney. So instead of hiding what I was going through from the world, we decided to stand in front of it. I came up with Freedom Thinkers Academy, which is music, health, education, and culture. So you see what we're doing on the music side. We just dropped the STEM Pack 2. We got everybody going crazy, loving the album. On the education side, in Philadelphia and in Delaware, we have workforce certification programs.
Wow. Okay.
So we partner with OIC in Philadelphia. We partner with the Community Education Building in Delaware. We have phlebotomy, medical billing and coding, audio visual engineering, medical tech. And to date, we graduated 131 students. So,
Wow, that's amazing.
Come on, man. Team early. I love that, man. I love it. And you got back with Jake 1.
yeah, we never
We
disconnected.
were always doing
Yeah,
records
yeah,
still
but
here and there.
sure.
Yeah.
Not a full tape, but yeah.
What's your story, man? I love you.
I'm
by
from
the way,
Seattle.
brother. Yeah, man. Yeah. Tell your story again.
That's my
man.
story.
That's it?
I'm a B-boy from
Sorry,
Seattle.
mix a lot. What?
I'm gonna tell y'all this.
Grew up
DJ
on that
Cut
Sir
Killer?
Mix-a-Lot, all that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell y'all this. I was calling his phone this morning because we was at different hotels and he wasn't answering the phone. Like, we gotta be there by 10 o'clock, and I got nervous because we was on tour. I think we was in Oslo, Norway, and we couldn't wake Jake up for nothing. We banging on his door, calling
Yeah, they had
his
to break in my
phone.
room.
We had to break in his room, yo. I was nervous. I thought
Shut
it was
up,
another
bro.
one of those episodes.
I'm still on West Coast time.
You feeling West Coast time? Oh,
But I'm back. I'm back.
you back?
I was there on time. I was there
No,
exactly
he was there
when
on
supposed
time
to
for
be
sure.
there.
Yeah.
You wearing shades
find
this
a
morning.
way.
What's going on, Jake 1? What's happening with you,
Should we
man?
take them off?
No, I'm just curious. So what made you wear them at 10 in the morning?
I mean, you get old and you can't see, so I got like these prescription sunglasses, so they just kind of end up being on all the time. My daughter's always killing me about this.
That's fire.
Okay.
That's Jack Frost twist. He got a bunch of prescription sunglasses.
Damn. Damn, Jake One, man. Give him a round of
I
applause.
haven't gone Hollywood. I don't think.
I don't know, Jake One. It's okay, man.
Free. Have I gone Hollywood?
No, not at all.
It's okay. If you're not sure, that means you did.
Absolutely. Sometimes I'm like, am I going Hollywood right now?
No,
All right.
you go golfing a lot, but you know.
Damn, is that going Hollywood? Yeah.
That's Hollywood. Look at Jake One. I
I
love
was
it,
just
man.
at a golf event. Shout out to OSG All School Grounds. It's I'm down with them. They consist of 200 to 300 principals and educators, and you know they just try to find better ways to educate people. They just had a golf event on the 30th of last month, and I was there with them.
You
It was
playing,
really dope.
bro?
I'm trying to get into it. You know.
So he told me, he was like, you got to give me some tips, man. I was like, first of all, just don't. Like, I was like, don't do it to yourself. But it's one of these things. I think like I hadn't taken on a new hobby in my life since started making beats when I was like 14, 15, right? So we're 30-something years later, and I got hooked on that shit during the pandemic. And just being competitive, you just don't want to be trash at something. You know what I mean? And here I am. It's just like I make music. I play golf. I play basketball. I don't really do that much, though, man. I'm in Seattle.
You're a little athlete on the low, though.
Yeah, I just played in a celebrity basketball game with a bunch of, like, the Seahawks. And nobody thought I was going to score. And, yeah, they weren't passing it to me. But I did score. Though.
You got his point?
I got a
Jake
bucket.
One, man. That's big. When you can score in a celebrity basketball game, that's a big deal. That's like our NBA.
You know, I got to play in the arena. You know, as a kid, that's
Yeah.
like the dream, right? So it was pretty crazy.
Man, Jake One and Freeway are here. I'm opening up the phone lines, 888-742-3345. Y'all got a song, it's a few songs on this album, man, that I want to talk about. I want to go into this one, Price of Fame. Price of Fame. Heather, ain't that a question I always ask people when they come up?
Always.
And I never really connects when I ask this question because I don't really put a lot of context behind it. I just be curious to, what prices did you pay to be famous? Because we've all paid them. We've all paid them.
Most definitely.
Whether we realize it or not, we done paid some prices to
Most
be
definitely.
where we are right now.
100%.
Even if it's just your normal sanity, like, you know, just being a celebrity and being an artist, you know, you get pulled from so many different directions, so many different angles. It's crazy. Like, you know, I remember I got my transplant, and I got my transplant like on a Tuesday. I got out the hospital on a Saturday. Then I had to go to a funeral on Sunday that I wasn't supposed to go to, but I had to go to it because of my peoples that passed away. So after that, I was in the house. I couldn't even leave out the house to get nothing because I just got a transplant. And somebody called me like, yeah, I know you're recovering, but can you think I could borrow such and such? I'm like, yo, that's crazy. I can't even leave. You can't. How you going to get it? Like, this was before, like, you know.
Yeah, Zelle and all that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
They didn't care.
Yeah.
You got to care about you. This is a story.
People just be worried about what they got going on. Like, people don't, before they start placing those calls and doing those things, they don't even think about, hold up, let me see, is the person all right? And I think Instagram got a lot to do with it, too, because they see you balling on Instagram. They be like, yo.
He must be good. I just saw him playing golf with Jake One. They must be
In the
doing all right.
Seahawks arena.
Right? There's a story or stories you tell in this song, Price of Fame, and one of them I'm paraphrasing. Your style, I don't try to imitate.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Oh,
Most
he be
styles
butchering
I'll
people's
imitate.
shit.
Oh, come on, Heather.
You
It's just me. I
butcher a lot of people's shit.
Benny the Butcher, that you know.
Sway the Butcher.
Sway the Butcher.
Shout out to Benny.
Shout out to him for sure.
Absolutely, but in it, you talk about there's a story on there where you talk about somebody that turned on you, right? Even made a diss record, but even when you went on tour, you took care of that person.
Yeah, most definitely.
What was the story?
I mean, I'm not going to get too deep into it, but it's definitely somebody that I love, and we supposed to have love for each other. And throughout the years, you know, we had little issues with each other, but I will always, you know, forgive him. And, you know, and something happened like 2 years ago that it just was the last straw. Like, it was like right after my son died, and like it was so much other stuff going on, and then the situation that happened was just like like I'm like, this person really can't care about me, like, you know what I'm saying? They know I'm going through the worst thing that ever happened in my life, and for them still to be out here running around talking crazy like they can't care, so it took me a minute to get to this point, but I had to do it,
Yeah. But you took care of them anyway?
I mean, we come from a situation where we took care of each other even before the music, like, we was in the streets. And, once I obtained some success, they rap too, so I tried to get them to do the same thing. Like, I jeopardized my deal with Rockefeller to make sure they had a situation at one point, so it's just a situation where I was just fed up with it.
But what I loved about it,
and the type of artist I am, I put my, everything be my feelings and like what I really go through. So that's what. When the situation happened, that happened right after that. Like I went in the stew and just let it out.
When I heard that one, the first thing I did was call him. Was like, damn, somebody pissed you off.
Did you ask him who?
I did, but I wouldn't know.
No,
I'm not there. But like,
I don't want to know who at this point.
It was also just like they got him to that place I wanted him to go to. Like the intensity, not that the real life is good or whatever, but it brought out that. With the rapping, even what you're saying on there, it's just so real. You don't hear a diss song about somebody where they say they love their mother and their father dearly.
My best music be when it's real, when it's 100% from the heart.
By writing that though, did that help you?
I don't write, by the way, Sway.
Okay, my bad. I'm sorry, man. That was so blasphemous. I saw how you cringed when I said the word right too.
How dare you?
My bad, Free. I know this to be true, but by releasing that verbally, that's a form of therapy, right?
Yeah, most definitely.
And what I like
at a time where I really needed therapy. Like, after my daughter died, I actually got therapy, and it really helped me a lot. People like dealing with it. People don't know. Sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night in tears. Like it could be anything. It could be a smell. It could be a song. It could be a memory. Like I remember one day I walked in the produce store, and my daughter, she used to pick the watermelons, and I seen a bucket of watermelons, and it just took me somewhere, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people don't understand what I deal with on a daily basis. Like, that shit can happen out of nowhere. Like, you don't, one day we was at, me, Beans, and Peedi Crakk had a show, and we was coming from, I think it was like Ohio or something. Yeah, Clemmy, remember we had that show in Ohio, and Beans had lost his phone, so we had to stop in the mall to get him a new phone. So I seen a young boy in there, and he was like moving. He ain't look like my son, but he was like moving like how my son moved. And I just like bust out in tears. And like, lucky I had people with me that really cared about me.
Amen.
Like they grabbed me and hugged me. And they like, what's wrong? Like they don't know what's going on, but like it's difficult to deal with these things.
Yeah.
And I try my best to stay strong. And therapy is very, very helpful, very important. It really helped me get through a lot. Like they gave me like different little things to do, and like different little practices to help me get through those situations when I'm in those situations. So alhamdulillah.
Absolutely.
Putting God first and foremost. My relationship with God. If I didn't have that, I wouldn't be here to this day. Because when those things happened to me, from kidney failure all the way to losing my kids and my dad, I leaned on God. I had that relationship already intact, so it was easy for me to do that.
Man, thank you for sharing that, Freeway. Because what you're doing by sharing it is there's other folks who have similar experiences, who have lost kids or loved ones, and to see your bravery and courage and dealing with it up front.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
That's a blessing. That's a divine. That's you're walking godly. Even in this song, Price of Fame, although this person may have done you wrong consistently, you haven't done them wrong, and you found it in your heart to forgive. And that example, I think, is necessary for us in our community specifically.
Most definitely.
To learn how to deal with conflict resolution and where everything doesn't have to end so permanently.
Most definitely.
By way of a gun, right?
If we want to be forgiven by God, how we expect to be forgiven by God if we can't forgive people? Like I'm Muslim, and as Muslims, we not even supposed to go to sleep with nothing on your heart for nobody. Like the Prophet, peace be upon him, one of the things that he did before he went to bed was he made sure that he cleared his head with any hatred or negativity towards anybody before he even went to sleep. Every night, you know what I'm saying? So he's the best of mankind, and we try to, you know, model our lives after him. So I try my best to do as much good as I can, because, you know, I did a lot of negative shit when I was young and did a lot of fucked up shit. I still do shit that I'm not supposed to do as a Muslim, but, you know, I repent, and the best of us is those who repent, you know.
Absolutely, man. Freeway is here, man. We talking about the new project, the stimulus package.
Yep.
Get at a big round of applause. There's a lot of bangers on there. The family tree.
Yeah.
Let's play that, and we're going to come back and open up these phone lines. 888-742-3345. Philly Stand Up. Jake One is here, too. Jake, congratulations on your success, man. You managed to carve a career for yourself.
Thank you.
In a very modest way, but steady, and the trajectory has always been upward bound, right? What have you changed, though, since we worked together 20 years ago? Man. To now, because sound has changed.
Right.
Who do we have here talk? Diamond D came
Diamond
up
D and
yesterday.
Jazzo yesterday.
We were talking about the different.
We seen Diamond D last night.
Yeah.
He played a record with him and KRS-One that is bananas.
The Kings. It's called The Kings. But he talked about equipment, you know, evolving as a producer and what he's done equipment-wise and software-wise. How have you evolved?
I think for me, I mean, the big thing I did was I stopped sampling as much. There was a period where I started making music for other producers to sample. So I had this run that I did like a bunch of songs with Future and Kodak Black and Brent Faiyaz and I Got the Keys, Jay-Z and Khaled. That was another one. There's just a bunch of those. So it kind of sent me a whole different way that I wasn't really necessarily going for. And then, I don't know, during the pandemic, I really got back on just making hip-hop, the traditional things I came from. And, you know, me and this guy connected again. It was really obviously, you know, what happened with his kids was just so tragic, just made us talk a lot more. And I was just kind of there for him on some, like, whatever you want to do. If you want to make music, we could do that. It didn't have to be to come out. Yeah. Whatever's going to put him in a better place and make him feel good. And that's kind of what started this whole project, you know.
Pause.
Oh, no, man. You got to pause. That was
pretty good.
That was a sentimental moment right there. You still got to pause?
No, but seriously, though, man.
That was actually
never makes him feel good. He was making you feel good, bro.
That's incredible. What?
No, but that, like, on a serious note, like, you know, that really meant a lot to me.
Yeah.
Because one day we just was talking, and Jake was just like, man, listen, like, I'm just here for you. Like, it ain't even got nothing to do with the music. If you want to do music, we could do music, whatever. But I'm just here for you, like, you know, as the person, Leslie. Like, you know, so, and I felt that in my heart. Like, you can feel when it's genuine. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, you know.
You know, I always felt like when we did the first tape, you know, he was carrying me. So it was like, at this point, I felt like my weight was up where I could help him and we could help each other.
Tell him, Jake, like, who was reaching out to you talking about they heard the album and, like, you know what I mean? Tell him.
Yeah, you know, we
Tell him the big names.
Come on, man. Time to talk. This is it.
So, but shout out to everybody that we inspired, man.
Who are those names, though?
I mean, you know, the J. Coles and those kind of guys, they told me they loved the first album.
Shout
so,
out
like,
to
you
J.
know,
Cole.
You wouldn't have thought, you know, in the moment when we did it, I mean, was J. Cole even out at that point? Probably not.
He was out. Yeah, he was out. 2010. When did you
2010.
2010?
14 years ago?
Yeah, 2010.
J. Cole was out.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, that's amazing, man.
Yeah.
I give it up for
Wale,
Jake One, man.
You know, all of those era rappers.
Jake a goat on the low. Like, he the type of goat that'll walk right past you. You don't even know it.
That's what I'm trying to get
out of him.
I
just want my music to speak. You know what I mean? Like, I want people to look at the songs I did and be like, damn. Like, that's, to me, more important than me having to tell somebody. But that's the old way. You know, that's not the new way.
That's what I was going to say. That's the old way.
That's me. You know, I'm not going to change at this point. I'm too old.
Yeah, because I would have liked to put a verse on, I got the keys.
Like, you didn't call them then? You didn't want to help them then?
Oh, see?
It's a different frame of mind.
I mean, we know I wasn't in charge of that one.
Oh, okay. Next time.
For all the people that don't know, like sometimes producers don't even have control of, like, you know what I mean, who jumps on a record and all that. So don't be mad at your producer homie if he got a record with Drizzy and Jay-Z and you can't get on it.
Wow.
JK said nothing. I like that, man. Anthony's on the line from Yonkers.
What up, Ant?
Welcome to the show,
What's
man.
good? Why y'all in the building?
Why,
What
yo?
we talking, Ant?
What up,
yo?
Sway in the morning team?
What up?
Let's go ahead, man. What's your question?
So my question, I got a question for Jake One and Freeway. Starting with Jake One, my first time being introduced to you was when you created the John Cena beat, "My Time Is Now,"
John Cena.
and I heard the little story behind that beat was that it landed to Ghostface. It also went to Arsonist Artist Destroy, and then it landed on John Cena. So could you explain about
I
your
don't know
creative
about. I mean,
experience
I
with
would
that
say
beat?
when I made it, I wanted Ghostface to have it, but at that point, I didn't have the juice to get the Ghostface. The real story is, and we're gonna go back Bay Area and how I met you, Walt Liquor.
Walt Liquor. Oh my gosh. Planet Asia.
I
I
like that
want
name.
to say Walt Liquor was at KMEL one day, and I don't know if it was at your
Pause.
show.
What's his name?
Walt Liquor.
Like as in liquor, alcohol.
Okay.
Like malt liquor, but Walt, like Walter Liquor.
See, man.
I'm not sure if that was a pause. I mean, damn.
He thought it was liquor, like lick.
Oh, damn, man.
Hey, man,
The
listen.
pause is stressful.
So Walt was at KMEL and he gave John Cena beats, and that might have been at your show. That might have actually been as a result
That's
of
dope.
Wake Up Show.
Yeah, that's a wake up show. Wake up show is in the DNA of everything.
Right.
Somehow, some way, we would somehow connect. That's how you got the John Cena
That's
track,
how. Yeah, I did like 6 songs for him at that time.
which was huge. Now, and then you had Bumpy Knuckles, aka Freddie Fox,
Who was with him? Yeah,
who was with him at that time, training him to be a MC.
he did kind of a good job.
Yeah,
Freddie
you know,
Fox is a monster.
Shout
Come
out
on.
to Fox.
got to shout out the legend. We got to get him up here. Ant, what was your question for Freeway?
So Freeway, my
What's up,
question
bro?
for you is, what was your reaction when you found out that you were featured on the 2002 8 Mile soundtrack?
Oh man, listen, I was in the studio, right? And shout out to Jay, man. He did this for all of us at one point in time. Like he would give everybody like a crazy shot to do something extra. Like I remember when he did it with Young Chris with the nigga please. I was sick. Like they killed that joint. I wanted to be on that joint. But anyway, I was in the studio and Jay was like, I got something for you. I need pause.
Oh my God!
He was like, I got something.
You got to pause that.
He was like, I got something I need you to hop on. So
You had to pause that. Yeah. That was a pre-pause. He saw it coming.
pause.
Hey yo,
No, yeah. So I got some a feature that I need you to do your thing on or whatever. So he was like, yes. He was. Come on, yeah.
Yo, that was crazy though, Free. Okay, what happened? Nobody pause. Free moment.
All right.
All right, go ahead.
He was like, yeah, I got this joint that I need you to get on or whatever. So he was like, yeah, it's for the 8 Mile soundtrack. It's for Eminem. And I'm like, wow, like, you know what I mean? So I'm in the studio for like an hour putting my verse together. So Jay came in there like, yo, what's up with you? Like, why you taking so long? What, you need some weed or something? So after that, I really got together. I wanted to lead the verse. He actually came and brought me some weed. He must really thought something was wrong with me because we was knocking verses out in like 20 minutes. But when he told me that it was on the 8 Mile soundtrack, and you know this was before you could jump on Google and see exactly what everything is about, I really had to take my time with it. You know, and I felt amazing. It's a blessing to be on that joint, man. You know, and you know opportunities like that, you got to take full advantage of and be prepared for.
It is. And great questions, man. We appreciate you, Anthony.
That was a great question too, and appreciate you.
You're a citizen, man.
It's Sway in the morning.
What you say? We gotta
Appreciate y'all.
say that again, Jay.
he got a nice plaque for that one.
Did he?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Hey, Real is on the line from Rel. What up, Rel?
What up, Rel?
Hey, what's going on? How y'all doing?
Excellent. What's
I admire your show, Sway, and the cast.
Thank you, man. That's
Thank you.
Have the
Thank you.
B and Mike Muse and Torch and DB,
Tracy,
Lonnie Light,
Lonnie.
Tracy G. Go ahead, man. What's
Yes,
your
sir.
question?
Yeah, the whole staff. I just wanted to say something to Freeway real quick.
So
I was just listening to him, and listening to his pain about what he went through and everything. And I met him before, and it was at an awkward time. I don't know if he remember or not, but he was laying his uncle to rest, and I happened to be the hearse driver.
Oh wow!
And he was going through it, and he took a picture with me, and I really thought that was very professional, very thorough of him to do that for me at that, that intimate time, him being with his family and everything.
No, I saw love.
I don't know if we remember that, but
no, I saw love, bro. I appreciate it. Like, when
Right.
I'm living and being an artist, this is really what I wanted to do. Like when I was in school and they be like, what you want to be when you grow up? I wanted to be a rap star and an airline pilot. Now I'm a rap star. I fly just as much as an airline pilot. But
right.
when you appreciate those things and you appreciate the blessings that you get from God, you gotta show love back. Like, I always show love to everybody. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Even though it was a tragic moment for me, it was important for me to show love to you too, bro. So
I really appreciated that,
recognizing
man.
that, man. That's love.
Yeah, because you ain't have to do that, man, especially at that time.
Mm-hmm.
And, I met a few Philly guys, and I was like, damn, this is my only time to really get to talk to you and introduce myself, because, I met Beans, I met Mike Knox, and a few other people, P&B and all of them.
Yes,
and I was like,
Rest in
damn,
peace to
now's my
P&B.
chance, even though we was at a delicate moment. And I really appreciate you taking that picture with me. I hold on to it to this very day.
That's all love, bro.
Hey, man, appreciate your call, Real. I'm glad we had that full circle moment, brother. You're a super citizen,
Yeah.
It's
man.
Sway in the morning.
God
I
bless you, bro.
appreciate that.
Mike Muse, take us home.
Yeah, I kind of want to just stick in that same vein of what this caller just asked about.
yo.
You said something.
Yo,
I'm sorry.
come on, man. Come on, man.
We need a little humor in life.
I
man.
love it. I
Gotta
love
make it light sometimes.
Yeah, you said something really interesting. You said that you were going to. It wasn't about making the music to make music, right? It was about being there for him.
Yeah.
And I looked at that as a form of therapy. And so, Free, you
Most
opened
definitely.
up so with vulnerability and emotion. And I think that can help unlock a lot of things in people. And so I'm just curious, did you see that as a form of therapy as you were dealing with very complicated moments and traumatic moments in your life? And then what would you recommend for people who may feel stuck in their trauma to help get them out, who may not have resources?
Most definitely opening up, really helped me a lot. Just even if it's just talking about it to somebody that I know genuinely cares. That really, really helped me out a lot. Being around people that's dealing with some of the same things you're dealing with. Like when I feel like God don't make no mistakes. So when I had kidney failure, for those 4 years, it was important for me to get genuine love and be around people that really genuinely care for me. That really helped me a lot and helped me through. And a lot of the things that I went through, I feel like prepared me for what I was about to go through. Like my daughter was diagnosed with cancer in September of 2020. So she had like a couple surgeries. She had like a surgery on her back. She had little things that she went through. So after one of her surgeries, like she had the drains and everything that she had. And I still had video of me going through those things, so I was able to show her, like, look, baby, I went through it and I got through it. You can do it too. Look, it's right here. You can see it, So I feel like a lot of the things that I went through prepared me for what I had to go through, So all praises due to God, man. And, definitely like opening up, sharing your story, connecting with people that may have similar stories. I got some great partnerships. I got a partnership with Gift of Life, which is an organ procurement, place. And I sit in a unique space. And that's one of the main reasons why I had a partnership with them. I'm actually a kidney transplant recipient, and I'm a donor dad. So when my son passed away, he saved 4 lives.
Wow. That's
And when he was laying there, and it was a moment that, anybody, it's a devastating moment, but somebody approached me like, listen, we know you're going through it right now. We know you're going through this traumatic experience, but your son can save some lives right now. And being as though I've been through it and I know what it feels like to wait for a life-sustaining organ, it was no choice but for me and my family to agree to let it happen, and if I didn't go through that, I'd probably be like, yo, if you don't get the fuck out of here, you know what I'm saying? And that's probably the average response. So those people that have the job of going out and, you know, trying to secure organs from people that have family members that's in a stage where they're transitioning, they are really superheroes.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, because that's like people don't even want to talk to people about regular stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's one of my missions too, spreading awareness about transplantation, because it really saved my life. And when my son passed away, he saved 4 lives. 2 people got his kidneys, 1 person got his liver, and 1 person got his lungs. So he's a hero even in passing. You know?
Wow, man. Thank you for sharing that. Great question, Mike Muse, man. Hey, y'all got another interview after this?
A little later on.
A little later on? Can y'all hang out for a few minutes?
Yeah, for sure.
Look, we got the artist Merkham's coming up. He gonna do the 5 fingers.
Okay.
And I thought it'd be great to have one of the illest MCs of all time
I agree.
in the room with one of the dopest producers of this era in the room to just kind of witness that. Y'all with that?
Yeah, I got a couple rappers in here too, so.
Let's get it poppin'.
Oh, it's a cipher.
We about to do a cipher?
Yep. It sound like it. I'm gonna.
Yo, I'm so excited. Motherfuckers be scared to come.
Nobody wants to rap.
They
huh?
scared. No, they go other places, and that's beautiful. Shout out to Justin Credible, my guys over there on bars, you know, on I-95.
I gotta make my way over there.
On the radar. That's all.
I did it on the radar, John. Bombed that John.
Yeah, you killed that, man. I was like, I can't wait for him to do that. So we gonna get a cipher coming up next, man. This is Freeway. Thank you, my brother. I love you.
Yes.
Love you too, bro.
And thank you for allowing me to meet your kids. You
Yeah,
know,
most definitely,
I got
bro.
a chance to bond with them.
For sure.
They know me as Uncle Sway.
Uncle Sway in the building.
There it is, man. Let's hang out, man. The new project is Stimulus Package 2. Okay?
It's available everywhere you could get music, so, you know.
All the DSPs, Pandora on down. We got Markham's coming up. He's going to do a 5 fingers challenge, Shade 4 or 5.